champion's costume. Nobody's down yet. Everyone's sitting at very high HP still.
Let's see in chat. I feel like Kuro loves Kuro. I do indeed. Yeah, I think this match is definitely going to turn out to be another 10-turner potentially. Ooh, and yeah, Zella animations are definitely something. I do have to say, I do miss the Zella revive animation. That was probably one of my favorite animations. It looks so cool with the sound effects and all. If there's any old players in the chat that remember Zella having a revive.
Oh god. One of the rare instances where needed to be a little bit. It's a shame it doesn't happen more often. We've got some Masquerader love in the chat. Love to see it. Unfortunately, not a single mask in the finals, but is to be accepted. It is. Mask is dead. Waiting on that rework. Eventually, one day. One day. Now, is El Pudo going to get the opportunity to take out another Eneripsa here? The Eneripsa's playing really far back, probably a little bit worried from last time.
See some nice damage coming out though. Death of the Coney.
Taking out that bunny. Bunny hatred in the chat. Bring back Elio love.
I'm curious, how long has everybody in the chat been playing Wakfu for? I know there's definitely quite a lot of people who've been playing Wakfu for a long time, and I also know quite a fair few people who only started a few years ago.
It does, from the few things that I've seen, we have got some new players. We got some, wow, we got a very fresh player, and we got a very old player as well. This is what I like to see.
Hell yes.
See, Rubilax can't be dead when we've got people like this. 3 weeks followed up by 14 years. I'd love to say it.
Definitely a good while.
Why not just focus down the dial? That is a good question.
Well,
why would you not focus down Zella's dial?
Well, you actually see along the map they've got these regulators also on their dial. Basically what this means is that when you try to attack the dial, the damage will actually end up going to the regulator, protecting those dials for even longer, making it even more difficult to actually kill the dials.
Does it bring that much value in taking out a dial?
Oh, it definitely can. I mean, if you have a fully stacked or 4 stacks of distortion on that dial, realistically you end up spending like 3 turns just trying to set that up. So losing the dial is basically the equivalent of losing those last 3 turns for nothing.
As with most things Zella related, it is all about the timing. Absolutely intended. Doesn't look like any of the characters are looking too terrible place right now. Like we said before, the Sakura is just not being able to do what it really wants to do. Upper Mage looking for who it can snipe at the moment.
Some nice damage coming out, but there goes the mark on. Yeah. Oh, massive damage coming out here. Oh, is this a kill? It's just barely not.
Oh,
Just barely not a kill. Down to the last 10%.
Eneripsa coming in next. Oh no, it's the Zella coming in next. He's fearing for his life that Sakura is gonna come after him.
I wonder what the play is here. Looks like he's just gonna go back down and try to hide.
I think the Eneripsa is gonna get a turn to heal him up. Red Eneripsa trying to think of a way that it can go and put that last bit of damage on. Unable to make it.
Looks like the Eneripsa is just building up some
There we go.
propagator to get some massive heals onto that Zella. Looks like this Eneripsa is running a distribution, giving a lot of armor to their characters as well with their heals. Definitely a pretty popular choice to take distribution these days on Eneripsa.
Just making that Zella more bulky than any Zella has any right to be.
Of course.
Sakura coming in to annoy the Upper Mage.
Ooh. And we have the Sakura's sacrifice coming back in again.
Must be fearful for the next Upper Mage nuke. Gonna face tank it. Ooh. Upper Mage retreating some.
Retreating, but also pushing his Eneripsa down into the middle of their team, the enemy team. I'm not sure how wise of a choice this was. Though I guess the Eneripsa has a turn fairly soon.
Right in the face of that Zeller. Resummoning the dial. Nice safe position behind that wall, I imagine.
It looks like you're
There
right.
we go. These two Zellers are playing almost exactly the same. They're playing a very similar game there. Oh, a little Cosmonaut jump scare there. What is the Zeller looking to do? Build up the distortion. And he's going to stand in front of the Hyper Mage. You'd love to see a face-tanking Zeller.
Looks like we're going to be expecting some nice bursts from that Zeller coming in next turn though. They already have 3 stacks of distortion. Likely going to hit the 4th stack next turn.
Back to the start. That is the way that 230 goes.
Yep. If they had managed to get that kill on the Zeller before, I think that would have been game. But looks like we're still going.
This is where the heal resist win clause might come into effect, actually. We are on turn 7 now, and everybody's looking really healthy. So it might end up coming down to who has less heal resist.
Actually, just to run down the rules one more time. This is coming from one of the referees. Each fight will end at the turn of turn 10. 1 point will be attributed to the team who did the most damage or kills. If both teams are full life, 1 point will be attributed to both teams. Coming from our referee die.
Yep, we've got Die refereeing this match. The staying power of a champion. Shoutouts to all the people that are working behind the scenes. We've got so many people all pulling strings and working together.
Yes, this is quite the collective effort from the Rubilax community. Which is really great to see, honestly. All of us coming together for this event.
Sakura coming to pester the Zeller in the back. Oh no, that's his own Zeller. He's coming to... I can't tell what this Sakura is doing. I've got no idea what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah, is that... I don't understand. I've got to throw my hands up there and say, what? Slippy and sliding. Yeah, it's a slippery little Zeller. Hyper Mage putting in some damage. Is he going to take it down now? He has lined up with a bunny, and we know that he loves to put the bunny out of commission. It's not.
Here comes the Zeller now. We're going to see some actual damage, or I think we're just really going to see more stacking at this point.
But that's the thing, you really have to build up those stacks to be able to burst through at 230. If you're not being able to burst through, then it's just going to be reset by the Eneripsa.
In saying that, we see the Zeller actually grabbing the distortion stacks. Oh, and we see some big damage coming out.
Oof.
Oh, wow. Oh,
a massive on both the Eneripsa and Hyper Mage. Oh!
The
Will the
Iniripsa's
Aniripsa go
mark
down?
does not. The Iniripsa mark keeps her alive.
No. I think there was a slight misplay there with the Dark Bolt jumping to the Hupper Mage instead of the Iniripsa.
It seemed that the background music has stopped. I'm just gonna reset that real quick.
Oh, we have our. I can continue relating while this is.
The sack was busybody.
Oh,
Just now.
unfortunate timing.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the fight in game 2, and yep.
Some Iniripsa on Iniripsa violence here.
Oh, looks like we're gonna see the Iniripsa go down though.
Can the Dark Bunny do it? Is this why the Dark Bunny was killed so often? It is!
Knockout!
And there's a
Dark
knockout.
Bunny MVP. There we go. It's up to the Upper Mage Zeller.
Well, we're looking down at another 2v2. Hupper Mage and Iniripsa versus Zilla and Iniripsa. Who will take that victory? Who are you thinking is likely going to win this? Zilla or the Hupper Mage?
I am thinking it's more likely to be the... Oh no, I can't say.
Oh, my bad. I
The
misspoke
Iniripsa going
before.
down does limit it, but we are on turn 8 right now, so they may be able to survive until turn 10.
My bad, I misspoke before.
Without
It's
the-
actually a Zeller and Hupper Mage versus the Zeller and Iniripsa. So I've got full damage at this point versus the damage and heals.
This is going to be the second to last round. So can the DD of Hupper Mage and Zeller outlast?
Oh, here comes the Transcendence from the Iniripsa. Making this Hupper Mage going to be completely useless.
That was a naughty play right there. That was a very cheeky one on this turn.
Definitely is. If we can see the Zeller doing some big damage on this turn, it'd actually be really big. Seeing as the Hupper Mage will have no chance to heal any of it back.
No chance to heal and no chance to chip down. It's going to be a battle of chip right now.
However, with the other Zeller all the way on the other side of the map, I don't think we're going to be seeing too much happening in this turn.
There you go. We've got one stack of distortion.
Make that 2
Zeller's
stacks.
going to hide away. Zeller is going to hide away, play the defensive game, keep out of range of the Zeller. Oh no!
Does make me question why they Transcendence the Hupper Mage this turn. I wonder what's going through their mind right now.
I think they're trying to play for the rules. They're trying to keep their HP up. The Hupper Mage is chipped just a little bit, and that is all that's needed to win at turn 10, just to be slightly above health of the other team. There assume we're going to see this Eneripsa try and throw as much shield and healing onto its team there. A little bit of chip, this is what I'm saying. All they need is to chip it down. Cross Nort's jump scare. Dark Bunny, possibly. Oh. It's doing bunny things. Here we go, the Hupper Mage. It really wants to do something now. Actually, unfortunate for the rulings, if you get your Eneripsa to play first, it does give the Hupper Mage a chance to get as much damage as it can to swing the rules in its favor.
Definitely does. Interested to see how much damage will come out of this Hupper Mage this turn.
It's all or nothing, it's his last turn. Here we go.
Oh, putting the stabilization on the Zella.
Denying it. There comes the light arrow. He's going to heal up a little bit. He's going to stand right next to... Oh!
Locking the Zella.
Very tactical. You love to see it.
There's 3 stacks now on the Zella distortion. And he's going to take them all.
He's going, yeah, well, this is the last round. He's going
Oh,
to dark bolt away.
I think
He's
here
gonna
is
drop
the
massive
death.
heal. Oh!
That is huge.
Knockout.
We have a
And then just
disembodiment.
the last round of the match. And he's going to hide in the corner. Oh, that was beautiful play right there.
Definitely was. This Zella can't really do all too much now, it looks like. Can
There
get
is
his maximum
nothing that Zella can
distortion.
do to stay on this table.
Unless the Zella can get to the other Zella and do another one-shot. Which I'll be very surprised if they can.
They don't seem to be giving up.
Looks like that's exactly what they're gonna go
He's
for,
gonna
though.
pop off.
Oh, here's some
Oh.
big
He's gonna
damage.
pop off.
Ooh, the Iniripsa mark.
Oh!
Oh, the Annie.
Unfortunately, there's nothing that the Zella can pop the Dark Bolt off. Which, Dark Bolt being the biggest DPA spell, I don't think the Zella will have enough damage to actually clutch it out.
No, it does seem like it's his end of turn.
And that is the end of his turn. Still have the Iniripsa here.
Yeah.
That was very
Yes.
close, and that was a very good play on Toshio once.
Definitely was.
Yep.
Not quite enough, but still pretty impressive. Good match. Yes.
Yeah, very well played by both of them. But ultimately, that was to El Fudo, taking his second win. El Judo. Karate Man. Taking his second win, so we have got Yerba Mala and El Judo in the final fight.
Yep.
Here we go.
For our Spanish viewers, para nuestros oyentes de habla hispana, la final se va a jugar entre el judo y yerba mala. El mapa específico a decidirse. Más información apenas esté saliendo. Coming back to you, Kuro, Tom.
And as we approach our final match of the highest tier of Wakfu play, we've got Yerba Mala and El Judo. What does chat think? We can't run a poll quite yet. We're not an affiliated channel, but chat, if you wanna Say who you think we've got. We've either got El Judo versus Yerba Mala. Interesting to see. Yerba Mala running the Anarypsa Sedita Sacria versus El Judo's Anarypsa Zella Sacria. Very similar teams. Yerba Mala's Sedita is the Poison Sedita, if I remember correctly. Versus Zella's Burst Potential.
The final will be played in Mayday.
So who are you guys rooting for? Which team do you think has the strength to come out on top?
I feel like I'm personally rooting for El Judo.
Yeah, I've got to agree there. El Judo's been really strong throughout the whole bracket. Has El Judo dropped a match? I'm not sure he has he? It's been a flawless, if not near flawless run. That's not to count out Yerba Mala. It would be nice to see the new Sedita win the tournament.
Yeah, I do believe that Yerba Mala is a strong contender. That super powerful though is something to be afraid of, honestly.
It's a very nice demonstration of the Sedita update. Thank you to all 27 of you watching, joining with us today. A massive push, massive shout for the finalists. Someone is going to be walking away with 100 million cameras, a new title to be bragging to everybody about, flexing their hardest.
Oh yeah, not gonna lie.
The new Haven.
Not gonna lie, the 100 million commas honestly is definitely the biggest prize here, but personally for me, I'd be looking to flex out that title.
Oh yeah, I really wanted that title so bad. What is it? It's the World Champion. Oh, it's good. It's such a massive flex. 100 million is nice. And I think the Haven bag decoration might end up going for a good couple of millions.
Couple?
It is going to be unique. A good couple of them.
Yeah. I would say that if it's a one-of-a-kind item.
Yeah, I can imagine some people paying just, yeah. There are some people collectors, right? I can imagine them.
Speaking of which,
for this.
what for all of you guys, what's been the biggest flex that you've ever seen someone do in Wakfu? I know for me personally, one of my friends, I often just call him Mineral Tower Guy because that is literally all he did. I've talked about him in some of the previous streams. He ran nothing but Mineral Tower his entire Wakfu gameplay, but specifically level 215 Mineral Tower, he grinded every day for months to the point where I think 6 or 7 of his items he had were Mineral Tower items, and all of them were 4 white legendary items, which is the biggest flex I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, didn't he also reach Didn't he manage to clear stasis level 10?
He did indeed. Stasis 10 on all 3 mineral towers.
That's a flex. That is a massive flex. I don't think I've got something that can top that.
I mean, honestly, I was just about to say, speaking of mineral tower, the one of the biggest flex I saw before that would have been Marthalog taking on Stasis 10 level 50 mineral tower by himself
With
as
a
a singular
single
Ossa. It is still crazy to this day to think about.
Yeah, some of the players we have here on Rubilax are just stupid. Dude can clean Mineral Tower with his eyes closed by this point? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, he definitely can. Believe me, both me and him spent countless days trying to perfect his run so that he could get everything down without having to think.
One character, one spell, one finger. Whereas I still struggle trying to clear level 50.
Don't worry, I feel you there. When I was running a lot of the Mineral Tower dungeons myself on Stasis 5 for the achievements, oh boy, they were a bit of a struggle. Especially with the mechanics how it changes.
Mineral Tower is definitely one of the scarier dungeons for me. One of my ones that I really don't look forward to. It's not quite at Soft Oak level, but it is up there.
Soft Oak. Probably one of my most hated dungeons at this point.
That's a popular opinion. That's gotta be a popular opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically feels like it's impossible to run it if you're not scaled down, because if you do too much damage in a single hit, it just instantly kills the boss.
Yep.
It's quite a struggle sometimes. At least it's still better than what the old Haagen-Dazs dungeon used to be like. That used to actually be my most hated dungeon before it got reworked, because you had to minus 20 AP on the boss. And believe me, if you don't have like something like a Zella or something, it just takes so long. I think every time I ran it, it was at least like an hour long, even on Stasis 1. It was not a fun experience.
Did it still have all of the insta-kills back then as well?
Oh yeah, he would Haagen-Dazs would just run up and just instantly one-shot you with his melee attack. So you still have to also be careful with that on top of it. I'm glad it's been completely changed now, but unfortunately when I was grinding that dungeon, I was grinding it for another achievement, trying to drop one of the books that he drops. It took me multiple hours to actually eventually get it. So we have my flexes having the Gas Belt auras and the title Master of Evil. I have to respect that. Gas Belt aura is definitely a good aura. If you don't know, I believe that is the JoJo Menacing aura. It is quite a popular one.
Yeah, I've seen that one around. I really love it.
Oh, we're getting ready to begin.
Here we go. Walking into the finals. I wonder how they're feeling.
Definitely their nerves might start actually hitting right now, especially with these finals. 100 million karma on the line.
So again, best of 3. 10 turns max.
They are looking to be ready. And it begins.
Knockout.
All right, here we go. Starting off this match.
Judo versus Yamamala. Gonna bring out that Dark Bunny, set up their marks. Sakura's gonna jump straight in. Everybody back, reset the state of play.
Just love to see that absolute massive range coming from the Sakura. Always quite a comical scene.
Pest has been a massive pest throughout the whole tournament. I'm sure many teams that have faced him have been really annoyed by him. Just rips all of that MP straight off everybody. See, they're gonna bring out the inflatable at the start. In comes the bomb doll.
Looks like we got a music bug here. Let me just reset that music.
Sakura coming in to annoy the Zella.
Getting up and close.
Arabs are looking to keep that Sakura nice and healthy. Sending Dark Bunny all the way up. Very slow play at the beginning. Zella has just the one level of distortion at the moment going for round 2.
Yeah, so in these team comps definitely seems quite interesting, seeing as they've both got that Eniripsa and the Sakura here. Only real difference is the Zella versus the Sadia. Sadia definitely going to be making their team quite a lot tankier with the armor, the healing, but still offering some great damage, so honestly I was really wondering who will end up taking this final match. Could really go to anyone.
It really would be Zella. If that Zella manages to burst through, then it's going to be over. It'll be Joba.
Personally, I think the Sakuras...
Really gonna win.
Yeah, I think the Sakuras are going to be potentially the weakest links here, just because their likelihood to play on low HP, or I guess Sakura, seeing as the red team Sakura actually is a pure tank, wants to pretty much stay as healthy as possible. Unlike blue team's Sakura is going to get quite low. I can see them potentially dying anytime, yeah.
Yeah, you're really going to want to keep that Zella under control, because as soon as it bursts through someone here, it's going to be GG.
I'm surprised how once you're far into 230, it becomes like Sakura is almost like the first one to... Sakura doesn't get that much action. Like, this is eye-opening from a personal experience. I always thought of Sakura like one of the top Sakura, PvP classes, right? And I think there still are, right? But it seems like the meta for this tournament is support characters and not damage leaders.
Definitely does seem like that, for sure. So, I mean, I always think Sakura is really good as well, but yeah, I think the main issue is just the fact that since they're a Berserker class, they're just a lot more risky, and the amount of damage that PvPers have in their builds is just, it's a lot to one-shot even a normal tank person at full HP. A Sakura being at like 20-ish% HP is just an easy target at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe if armor scaled to your max HP instead of half of your max HP, we'd probably see a lot more Sakuras coming in.
It also comes down to a lot of people have a lot of practice fighting Sakuras.
Oh yeah.
You usually know how Sakura's gonna play. It's a very common class because it's so good.
Definitely is. I would actually argue Sakura is one of the most played champions.
You're going to see this Dio trying to be shut down before the distortion. The distortion does come out though.
Oh, looks like we're going to see some massive damage coming onto the Sakura. Oh, and this is going to be this. This definitely looks like the Sakura is dying here. Oh yeah, here's the Sakura dead.
And
there is a knockout.
Sakura is down. Not quite.
Yep,
it will be by the end of the round. There we go.
And he's fully disembodied and all.
So now it's a
What?
3v.
The Transcend comes out.
That a...
Give up.
Is that an FF?
Is that a give up?
The Eniripsa doesn't look like it wants to give up.
It looks like it is indeed an FF.
It looked... Well, the first
Last match
round
goes
goes
to
to Ojudo,
Mm-hmm.
as Yorumada forfeited after. What was it? 5 turns? 3?
Yeah, that was a fairly fast match for.
Yeah. 3 turns, 9 minutes. That was incredibly fast. Looks like we're going to be taking a bit of a break for the players so that they can get set up for round 2. This might actually be the final round. If Aludo will be able to push out a second victory, they will actually be crowned the 230 PvP champions.
Yep.
Looking like we want to see a comeback in the chat. Akrams has not had his fill of PvP yet. More, I say. Real slugfest.
Mm-hmm.
Neither team wants to lose. I'm sure that Yabamala doesn't want to lose 2-0.
Definitely not. So, what have you guys been thinking of the latest changes to the game as of the last few patches in general? How have you been feeling about all the reworks?
I'll always be a fan of quality of life changes. Please keep them coming. I'd rather have a content route and get some very needed quality of life. So it's good to see that and Camel listen. I remember when they first launched the UI poll to see which UI will get reworked first. The moment that I saw Marketplace, I knew that it's going to be a win for the Marketplace by a landslide, and it's really nice to have that new UI user interface. Very good.
Breath of yeah, right? It took me a while. I didn't really love it at the start, but it's really grown on me. I can't even quite remember the old Marketplace now. I've spent so much time in this new one, just trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, I
It's
get
so
you.
in depth. It's so great. Searching by rarity is just the most beautiful thing.
Ooh, we have a first-time chatter saying "yo" from Kira.
New
Hello there,
Marketplace
Kira.
is like a yes, boy.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for some more of these changes in future patches. Always definitely nice to actually, as Tian was saying, to get quality of life changes for the game.
The transfer mirror.
Oh yes,
Wow.
the transfer mirror was a great
transfer
change.
mirror. Jesus Christ, everyone. I mean, you could judge it from a business standpoint, but just from the fact that it's just such an immediate upgrade of the Mimisepe system.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah,
and
it's
kind
really
of make
nice.
it so we can take parts of costumes and mesh them together.
Oh, damn.
That'd be cool.
really
Excited.
Have a
one
whole
can only
new,
dream.
be a whole new game. Wakfu dress up instead.
Yeah.
The new meta game is just trying to look as good as you can.
Hey man, that's the new metagame. That's the old metagame. That's the game I've been playing this whole time.
Do you think next year, if there's another World Cup, you two would like to enter? Or are you more content watching and commentating it?
I mean, it's a great question to be honest. I'm not entirely opposed to entering, but if I was to enter, the matches would go by in like 3 minutes, and I'd be crowned the victor, and that's not any fun, you know.
Yeah. I'm sure it'd be fun for all of us.
But no, I'm quite content. I'm quite content doing more PvE content. While my builds I do think are pretty good, they're definitely more so good for PvE, not so much for PvP.
That's true.
I don't know. For me, I've always enjoyed fighting alongside my friends, not so much against them.
Yeah, that is a toughie. I want to win, but I also want them to win. How would you do a World Cup PvE tournament?
That is a great question.
Dungeon leaderboards.
Just the dungeon leaderboards?
It's called the dungeon leaderboards. Oh, the fight's starting.
Oh.
This is the decisive fight. If a judo wins again, they take the title home and the 100 million comments.
Oof. There we go. Ooh, he's going to set up the friendship immediately, set up the marks on that Zella. I wonder what was changed. They took some time to fix things up. I wonder if any builds have been swapped around.
Aramati, thank you for the concern. We will remember indeed to drink some water. It's definitely been quite a good event though. Coming to an end quite quickly.
Alright, for the Spanish viewers, miren, estamos en la segunda ronda de el judo contra Yerba Mala. El judo ganó, tiene un punto a favor, así que esta ronda es decisiva para saber si el judo gana esta ronda, ya se corona campeón de la Copa Rubilax Wakfu World Cup. Y si la Yerba Mala gana, estaríamos viendo venir una tercera pelea para decidir quién es el ganador. Cualquier pregunta que tengan la ponen en el chat. Voy a tratar de hacer lo mejor que puedo para contestarla. Going back to you, Kuro and Tom.
Now setting up almost exactly the same turn as the beginning. Almost identical. I wonder how Yabamala has adapted. It's Seems like he's trying the same things again and again. If I was Yabamala, I'd be really trying to lock down that Zella, try and deny it as much as I could. Looks like El Judo knows that plan though, and he's gonna take some of the AP off of that greedy. In comes the Sacria. Now this is where I'm hoping that Yabamala has adjusted himself a little bit. Sacria seems to be a very the weak point in Yabamala's team.
Definitely does. And yet here we see that Sacria running it down straight into the clutches of the enemy team.
Gonna try to draw that massive AoE there.
That was some pretty solid damage onto the Any. I think we might have that spectator bug, so we'll go ahead and reset real quickly. There we go. Ooh, the Transcendence coming in for the Iniripsa.
Iniripsa really wanting to keep that dial safe. Yabamala went for the dial last time. Almost cost the Zeller all its distortion. That's a great thing about El Judo's play, actually. He's really good at reading his opponent.
I think we have a caster favorite here.
Well, he's been playing just immaculately the whole tournament. I'd love to see Yabamala pull through. But El Judo has just been one step ahead. With everybody's faced, not just Yabamala. Great understanding of the game and the players.
Definitely. I'm interested to see how long this fight will end up going for. Last time it was only a real short 9 minutes. 3 turns, I think it was. Wonder if we'll see a similar thing coming out here.
What was the event that triggered the surrender? I think it was the Any dying?
No, it was actually the Sacria dying. The Zella bursting the Sacria.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like the Iniripsa did not want to give up at the end.
Yeah, Iniripsa was sticking it out.
The 1v3 dream. I'd love to see it.
Hey man, Iniripsa is definitely not quite strong. I'm not sure if they're that strong, but I wouldn't put it past them. We will have this Sacria. Yeah, Sacria is probably going to set up for the Zella to do some nice burst. Oh, pushing this Iniripsa down all the way across the map. That is, I've said it before, I'll say it again. That range on this Sacria is absolutely diabolical.
I'd love to ask him, what is the range on that? It's got to be +5 or something, right? +6.
I think so. Very impressive. And as you've seen throughout all of these fights, has come in handy quite a fair bit. Oh, here comes the ultra powerful About to see some good damage coming in.
Said he's setting up the tree. He didn't manage to get a tree up last time.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who the Saddies are going to try and focus down. Is it going to be the Sakria here? It does seem a bit far away to go after anybody else.
Looks like they might be heading for that Any-Ripsa all the way in the back. As you can see, the MP is going for the regulator, actually.
Going for the dial once again.
It is actually quite a smart decision here to do that, because now the Zella won't have as many things to potentially rebound their Dark Bolt off.
Unfortunately, wasn't able to break through the dial and take away that distortion. Does give the Zella a chance to burst somebody down. Zella doing Zella things.
Yep.
That's four distortions.
We're going to see some big damage coming out here.
Oh,
Using the Dark Bolt and his own
wow.
Any-Ripsa. Oh my god. That is a knockout. This Zilla having so much damage. Basically just coming in and one-shotting every single time. I wonder if we'll have a surrender again.
Oh, we have a surrender.
It looks like we do.
Yeah.
Giving up
Congrats to
once again.
Oh, sorry.
But there we have
Fantastic.
it. We have our winner of the 230 PvP champions. We have
Congrats on you, though.
indeed. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Not gonna lie, that was a lot faster than I was expecting this to go down. 2 turns. I think that might be the fastest victory we've had this entire PvP championship. Damn,
Really pulled
absolutely
out the offense
crazy.
right there at the end.
Really did indeed. That was some massive damage on the Zella, just one-shotting anything that comes nearby.
Yep. Seems like Zeller's the new meta. I wouldn't call it new, but
As always, Zeller is just a force to be reckoned with. Yoba. Wow, well that was an explosive finish to finish to the 230. Chat, how are we feeling about that finish? For me, that's exactly how I want the fights to be. No, that was no, I don't mean lengthwise, I mean the excitement, you know what's gonna happen, you know what's coming. Yoba really wanted to try and get that dial down, deny the Zeller its distortion. El Judo knew that was coming though, managed to play around it very nicely.
Definitely did.
Oh, we haven't. The winner is interested in an interview, so we'll get that set up as soon as possible. It's going to take a little while, as they have to join the Discord, but yeah.
I'm definitely keen to see this.
I shall be translating for them.
Thank you very much, Tihan. And here we are. Hola.
Hola.
Congratulations, first and foremost. First question, a nice easy question. How are you feeling? How does it feel to be crowned the 230 champion of...
¿Cómo te sientes por haber sido coronado el campeón de la Rubilax Wakfu World Cup? They cannot. They cannot. They don't have the. They don't have the permission to use the mic. I don't know how to.
Oh yes, hold on.
Sorry.
I am so sorry. We'll get that sorted out so quickly. We got excited that you joined VC, so we started asking questions right away.
All right.
Oh,
There we go. Yep.
hola, hola.
Hello,
¿Puedes
welcome
hablar?
back. Oh, how is it feeling? How are you feeling to have taken the championship?
I'm here, right? Oh.
Oh.
What about now?
Then
We cannot hear you. If you're talking. Hola.
no.
I'm here. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I'll
we're
be
having
right
some
back.
Discord problems. Kuro. There we go. How are you feeling now that the tournament is over? Yeah, it has been a bit of a ride. For those of you in the West, I guess, in proper countries, it is very late for the casters here. Yeah, it's been a mission. It's been really fun, but it's also been a lot of work. A lot of people have put a lot of work into this. I think it's turned out pretty well, though. I think the whole tournament came together quite nicely.
Yeah, I think it did indeed. I think it did.
Yeah, great games. We had a
Also-
great turnout, actually.
Yep. Also, I just realized I was muted when you asked me that question, but what I what I meant to say is that I'm looking forward to going back to having a normal sleeping pattern. I also do apologize for the course of this stream if the stream itself was a little bit wonky. Unfortunately, I had to take over as the hosting the stream, and I am not the best at handling that. So I do apologize for any mishaps over this stream. Hopefully, it's still quite enjoyable to watch.
Hola, hola. I think we may have the king himself. Oh, thank you, Mark. But still just trying to figure out what's happening with El Judo's mic.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, first question. What should we call you? ¿Cómo te deberíamos llamar? La primera pregunta.
Oh,
No me digas.
looks like we're lost. Oh, there we
¿Me
go.
escuchan ahora?
Sí, se te escucha.
Ah, genial. Me tuve que conectar del celular para poder meterme acá.
Oh.
No sé qué le pasó a mi computadora. Estaba hace un momento así hablando por Discord y como me muteé, como estaba peleando, me muteé. Y después como que no funcionaba ahí el juego. O sea, el Discord. Bueno, en el juego me conocen generalmente como Hidari. Me dicen Hidari en el juego. Que era como mi main hace hartos años, que era visual. Entonces, me dicen generalmente Hidari.
Bueno, voy a pasar a traducir un poco. Hablo inglés y español, así que vamos a estar haciéndote un par de preguntas, más que nada sobre la victoria. Primero que nada te voy a presentar a la audiencia angloparlante y después vamos a empezar con las preguntas. So, this is Hidari, and he had some technical difficulties, but thankfully he's here with us. And he'll be answering any questions from either the casters or chat. We're really happy to have you here, Hidari. Hidari only speaks Spanish, so I'll be the main translator for this interview. And te acabo de presentar. Asumo que está bien si podés contestar preguntas tanto de mis compañeros como del chat, ya sea en español como en inglés. Así que vamos a empezar con las preguntas. We can begin the questions. I'll be sure to translate them.
First, we definitely gotta ask, how do you feel right now winning the grand prize pool of 100 million karmas and also being crowned the level 230 PvP champion?
Bueno, primero te tenemos que preguntar, ¿cómo te sentís? ¿Que te llevas el premio de 100 millones de kamas y el título y que sos el campeón de la Rubilax Wakfu World Cup?
Bueno, ahora un poco más como tranquilo, pero estuve durante todo el tema del torneo bastante como nervioso, porque igual siempre soy bastante nervioso, o sea, como que me concentro, pero igual siempre pienso en las peores jugadas que me pueden hacer los demás. Entonces digo, ya me van a atacar, me van a hacer esto, entonces estoy todo el rato pensando en lo que me van a hacer. Entonces... No, como esto te decía, como que ahora estoy mejor, más tranquilo, pero claro, durante todo el torneo estuve así como muy como agitado, así como nervioso, pero era porque todo el rato estaba como anticipando las jugadas de los demás.
Sí, se entiende completamente. La verdad que los nervios en el PvP, te digo que formé parte de las primeras rondas del Wakfu Warriors y es re mal para los nervios el PvP. Así que es bastante impresionante de tu parte. Voy a empezar a traducir tu respuesta. To answer your question, he was really agitated. He's feeling better now. Like weight, it's off his shoulders, and because he was mostly like concentrated and trying to focus into what's going to happen. What can the enemy do for me? What can the enemy do to me? What's a possible play that could happen? So he talked about how thorough his mind is while playing, and that's something that we casters notice too. I remember Tom saying about how it looks like you're like always how Hidari
You
looks
said
like he's
everything.
always always. I was always looking for every single moment that his opponent made you. Any other questions?
We've got a question from Crumbs in the chat. How is he planning to spend his prize money?
Okay, we got, tenemos una pregunta de Crumbs del chat que
¿Ya?
pregunta ¿cómo te vas a gastar los 100 millones de camas del premio?
Bueno, en primer lugar, quiero pagar el abono de mi segunda cuenta, que justo hoy día se me acabó.
Oh,
Y el resto de las camas quiero finalizar un poco la build de mi Sobal, que si bien la había tenido terminada, ahora con el tema de toros, con la reliquia nueva, la espada de toros, voy a ocupar esa reliquia nueva. Entonces igual tuve que hacer, hice la build y tengo que hacerle varios ajustes. Entonces pensaba utilizar primero el abono y segundo utilizar esas camas para poder finalizar nuevamente la build de mi Sobal que se vio modificar por esta nueva reliquia.
claro, actualizarla, digamos.
Claro.
Actualizarla para el nuevo ítem.
Sí.
So, voy a pasar a traducir tu respuesta. He said first, get my second account back on Booster. Yeah, he's Booster right now, like a few days ago. And second, he wants to change up a little bit, update his 230 Masquerader build. He said that the Masquerader build was already finalized, but with the new Tauros relic, he wanted to include that item to his build.
Damn.
Yeah.
Very interesting choice. Especially considering that item has -3 Wakfu points on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, speaking of builds, we've all been in love with Hidari's Sakria. What is the range on that? The range has been impressing us.
Definitely.
What is the process of his Sakria?
Okay. I need you to say that question again because it's a little bit.
Mostly, how much range does he actually have on his Sakria? And
right.
why did he why did he choose to go for a tank Sakria instead of a damaged Sakria?
Okay. We have tenemos dos preguntas más para vos. Primera, ¿por qué fuiste por un sacogrito tanque en vez de un sacogrito daño?
¿Te respondo al tiro a esa pregunta?
Sí.
Mira, yo había cuando supe de este torneo, practiqué con varias composiciones. De hecho, había llevado mi primer team, era Celor, Aniripsa y Osamodas. Y claro, mientras yo, de hecho, practiqué con algunos amigos acá en los mapas y yo, en primer lugar, claro, quise el Celor porque dije, no, como estos mapas son muy grandes, mi Celor tiene buen alcance, entonces pensé un poco en el alcance del personaje y claro, al principio era Osamoda en vez de Sacro y porque mi Osamoda, claro, yo podía utilizar mis invocaciones y mis invocaciones sí llegaban al otro lado del mapa a pegar, pero me di cuenta que de igual forma me faltaba movilidad, entonces ahí se me ocurrió en un momento, dije, ¿y si utilizo Sacro? Porque me acordaba de que el Sacro Grito tenía la transposición, podía quitar PM, claro, tenía el sacrificio. Entonces, si bien en ese momento no era, bueno, no me considero main Sacro, pero tuve que practicar mucho Sacro porque yo no manejaba la clase en sí misma, porque no la ocupaba. Pero claro, practicando me dije, claro, me serviría quizá un sacro acá y cuando utilicé el sacro practicando, Dije, ya, esta es la clase que necesito. Creo que se complementa bien con este team que quiero llevar. Se complementaba mejor que los Amodas.
Es una respuesta bastante detallada. La voy a pasar. Estuve tomando notas mientras la estabas explicando, así que la voy a pasar a traducir. To answer your question, when Hidari first started experimenting with PvP compositions, team compositions, he wanted to keep in mind the range of the character. So he first experimented with an Osamodas instead of a Sakura, right? Because he was like, okay, my summon can reach the other side of the map and do damage, right? But the Osamodas lacked mobility. So
yes, I see.
So he went for Sakura because he was like, I can deface. The Sakura terms in English are passing me by. Sorry. Take MP, sacrifice, and because he actually something really interesting he said is he doesn't consider himself the Sakura main.
Really?
He just saw the opportunity that he needed. He saw that he needed the Sakura. So he started practicing it and just chose it because of his team composition. Yeah. If you guys want to, I know there was another question that you wanted to ask Kuro besides that one, but I thought one question at a time, just so everything is clean.
That's perfectly fine. Like I said,
Okay.
the only other one that was just asking the amount of range he actually has on the Sakura, because I don't think I've seen a Cage of Blood having that much reach, or a lot of his other spells with so much reach is quite amazing.
Okay. That's a way simpler question.
Yes.
Bueno, otra pregunta un poco más simple. ¿Cuánto rango tiene tu Sakogrito? Estamos bastante impresionados con cómo alcanza con la caja de cadena de sangre. Discúlpame, no sé el nombre del hechizo en español. Pero queríamos saber más o menos cuánto es el rango de ese Sakogrito que alcanza bastante lejos.
Bueno, tiene el alcance máximo que tiene el juego, que son 10.
Ah.
No te puedo colocar más alcance que ese.
Ok, ahí voy a traducir.
Intenté ponerle más alcance, intenté ponerle más de 10 y me di cuenta que, claro, no subía ni con los abandonos. El abandono, la sublimación que te da alcance y PW, no me subía más que 10. Entonces, tengo el máximo.
Sí, no, ya el juego dijo basta, ya está. Bueno, voy a pasar a traducir. Hidari says that he tried to keep piling on range, but range caps at 10. So he tried to use abandon.
Yes.
And stuff, but he realized that at 10 it just doesn't keep increasing.
I see. Really reach that range cap.
Range on a Sakura is
that is crazy. Honestly, I didn't actually even realize there was a cap for range until now.
Yeah, no, I've never even considered it. No way.
First time I ever heard of it too. Mis compañeros dicen que es la primera vez que escuchan que hay un límite de rango en general, que hay un límite al que podés llegar.
Yo también lo descubrí ahora.
Le sorprende.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Hidari, for joining us to actually chat and answer some of these questions. We really appreciate that. Congratulations once again on winning the Wakfu Level 230 PvP World Cup. And yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. I forget that I need to. I'm sorry, I'm not being too professional right now. Disculpame, me olvidé que tenía que traducir.
No te preocupes.
te estábamos felicitando por tu ganada, por tu victoria hoy. Y eso, ahora estamos, creo que Kuro va a hacer el cierre y yo lo voy a traducir. Así que muchas gracias por estar, muchas gracias por darnos de tu tiempo para contestar estas preguntas. Y ahora le voy a dar la palabra a Kuro a ver.
Oye, una consulta antes que terminemos. ¿Podría decir unas palabras pequeñitas?
Por supuesto.
Bueno, en primer lugar, muy agradecido por la iniciativa de este torneo. De hecho, bueno, a mí siempre me ha encantado el PvP. Y con el tema de la reforma del PvP de campos, que ahora solamente son los fines de semana, a mí me cuesta mucho participar en esos PvP porque justamente, no sé, a veces trabajo o sea, a veces por cosas de la vida no puedo participar en esos PvP y lamentablemente no puedo hacer PvP como antes me gustaba, que yo pasaba casi todo el día haciendo PvP. Y claro, esta iniciativa me gustó bastante que se hiciera. Y también agradecer también a todos los que participaron, porque tuve rivales que igual fueron bastante fuertes, que me hicieron sudar mucho. Y eso básicamente, o sea, agradecer por esta instancia que se hizo en el servidor y que se vuelva a repetir en alguna otra instancia esto.
One moment. Sorry, I have. Discúlpame, es que no tengo tanta experiencia con traducir ahí en el momento, pero ya lo tengo. Voy a leer lo que acabas de decir en inglés. Primero, antes que nada, desde el punto personal, se agradece mucho las buenas palabras, y es muy probable que el año que viene estemos, se va a tener que confirmar probablemente a altura del año que viene. Yo soy una participante más, estoy acá cubriendo a alguien más, pero es una labor de amor este trabajo, este evento, y la verdad es que esperemos que el año que viene seguir estar más gente, conseguir más apoyo de la comunidad hispanohablante de Rubilax y volver a estar acá y tenerte a vos también acá. Me imagino que vas a venir a defender el título.
Claro.
Claro. Bueno, voy a pasar a decir todo lo que tus palabras. So Hidari wanted to say some words to the public, and I'll proceed to roughly translate them. I'm very thankful for this tournament. I always liked the PvP, but for work reasons, I couldn't join into Battlegrounds. And now this is like the perfect opportunity for me to like actually play PvP. Thank you everyone that participated with me. I had a lot of rivals that made me sweat a lot. And thank you to the organizers. I really hope this opportunity repeats itself again. And I answered that, well, it's out of my power as I am like very low on the pecking order of the organizers. I would be glad to form part of the next year's Rubilax Wakfu World Cup if it came to pass, and it will be really good for the community too. And it would be good to have people, more Spanish-speaking folks here, hanging out, having a good time, playing the game all together. It would be nice.
Definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'm definitely excited. I'm hoping that this does indeed continue on for another year. That's the plan at the very least, that we come back with the Wakfu Rubilax World Cup. Hopefully next time we'll have more sign-ups for some of the other lower level brackets, so we'll have a lot more days planned for that.
See-
No, hope it continues. Hope it goes forever and ever. 100 more seasons.
Definitely will be good. But anyway, thank you everyone for coming and joining us for this event. Everyone, especially who's been a part of the event over the last week as well, for the 170 bracket and everything. We hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed yourselves, as did we, and hope to see you next time we throw this Wakfu World Cup again. But until then,
Yeah. Hopefully see you next year.
yep.
Alright,
See
see you
ya,
later,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye.
Rubilax Wakfu World Cup out. Mwah.